players, too many games, so we're going to jump right back on into the action. Like Golden Boy was saying, these are the last 2 spots up for grabs. We have already qualified through 17 of those players. There's 2 more left. The top 2 players in NA West will be joining us in New York City on July 26th to the 28th, and the most eliminations currently is Dolphin Riders sitting on 5 there. Does also have the trident. Not a huge fan of those Greek letters down there.
What do you mean?
Hazu picking up KHVLLZ has now able to turn shots back over. Ben Pen going down, but this is going to be a tough rotation as you're either over or just around the side.
Is it safe? And we got Kick with 2 eliminations. He's looking to get inside of a player's safe spot. Here's going to find one right in front of him, and that's Slurpee Bob. Gonna have to take a drink with that one there. Kick is now gonna make his way up and is getting chunked by the storm. But Kick does manage. Oh, one more is gonna be right in front of him.
He needs to get the siphon though, otherwise he was rather than trying to get into the zone, tries to find it. And the worst part is that player ticked out right after he got it. So if he gotten a little earlier, but everyone else goes down. Top 5 players in the lobby, 7 points to all of these guys. They're only playing for the victory route and the elims now, GB.
And look, this storm is gonna continue to creep down low. He needs to be very wary here, and Arkham is going to land right on top of him, and they will be able to get onto some structures there, but Lovell is going to go down. Here comes the Rockets. Nice connection there. McDonald, though, is going to use those ramps to get himself down, continuing to maintain the ultimate high ground. McDonald getting chunked into shields, and McDonald not in the best spot here. You can see on the left side, but on your right, you got Arkham, who just gets the elimination onto Domo. That's 7 eliminations for Arkham. Hazu versus Arkham in a 1v1, and Arkham's going to go down low, but both are going to get sucked away in the rift to go.
They need to dive right away because of that force glider redeploy high. Hazu is actually going to opt to drop out into the storm to maintain ultimate high, but he takes additional storm ticks. So Arkham dropping the RPG. Hazu's going to jump but catch himself and then jump out into the storm. Arkham takes home the victory out from the low ground. We talked about just how good he can be, the young lord himself. In this match, we got Lazarus Veed, TSM's Kason, Asbury does get pushed in on his box, taking from the left-hand advantage on the fight. Doesn't really exist, and Kason gets absolutely exposed right there.
Yeah, Kason thought he was going to have him pretty much gone, but it's going to be Alex Weary who keeps that shot consistent, manages to nail his target.
It claimed a ton as we're going directly over one of those. So around for some, but on to another. And we're not even near the placement threshold yet. 10 players still need to go down, GB.
Oh, he's got to get the angles on him. Nicely done. And Alex Weary gets the elimination on Tensions. Tensions was coming off of the rotation in the fray. Got Destroyer here as well. Some other names to pick up. And they're just, and Steam, that was Steam who grabbed that baller that's pretty much just a fragile glass ball. If someone shoots it, that thing is gone. He won't have any more protection. I think he did manage to put some damage into that player. That's going to be some white damage, and that will be the elimination confirmed.
4 players on the lowest level as Jasper now begins to tarp up.
Yeah, and Steam, one of the things I was worried about Steam with, didn't have the build. And Alex Weary knows this player has to break through. Falconer, he had no choice but to go through to the right side. And Alex Weary met him right there with that legendary pump. That's a double as well. Alex Weary is on something. He's got 5 elims right now.
It's a 1v1, but Steam is pressuring on Alex. He knows exactly where he is. They're about even. The difference is only 21 shield. So if it comes down to a heal off, they're in the same position. It's all about who gets that first shot here, GB.
Well, Alex Weary is going to own that wall. He's going to push in. Steam, he's going to go low. Back into the safe area.
Alex has right hand, and now there's a health difference. The health difference is a key thing here. So now Alex has high ground and has forced Steam down. Alex has the right hand this whole time and is going to be able to put pressure onto Steam. But they're both so low on builds, 4 and 10 builds respectively.
None of them have the builds to last this one out, so Steam continuing to just play a little bit of defense. Alex Weary does have that health advantage. We know that. Alex does not know that, so he wants to try and get this elimination, end this game right here. He's going to drop down, going to 58, but Steam will come out with the victory. Royale, thanks to that epic pump to the face. And that was a dicey battle there because Steam was running out of those resources.
To finish off elims, as we see him there, landing the 62 2 headshot and a bunch of rifle firing. Will he be able to get it?
Oh, he owns it because that player was drinking a mini at that time. So he managed to get possession of the wall. He's going to go in for the fight, and that's Logic spams LT. Goodbye. Well done by Dade.
And even better there was to put the cone down to make sure the player couldn't keep ramp defending himself, and then picks up another elim. And we talk about high value eliminations. This is Circle 5, 50 plus players remaining, and he gets a double elim and picks up a rift to go.
Well, Dade will be right above him. There goes some of the dynamite. That's going to delete Penguin's cover, which Penguin then needs to immediately rebuild. And Dade sees all this happening above him. Penguin, he's going to push up and unlocalize, completely caught off guard. And that will be a blue pump and now an upgrade to the face.
Example of just preemptive consciousness on your rotation, trying to find these players and being able to drop them down. Just in case, can he find it? Yes, he does. Ice Greg gets iced and sent out. Still not in the top 25, but Mellow Penguin is on this backside of the circle rotation, trying to find what he can as Nash is just ahead of the storm. Penguin is right next to him, knows he's very low.
Just the survival that we've been seeing out of him and pushing out these fights when he needs to. Well done there onto Abrahamian. That was another great pick off for Penguin. That's going to be 3 right inside of the box. Alex just was completely unaware. And then we'll get sucked up by that rift to go. And that's kind of what he wanted before, but he managed to pick up a few more eliminations beforehand. Remember that. We've been seeing him pick up quite a few, so we'll keep tallies of that as we go along here. And I like the preemptive trap placement. And Syvan is going to be out of the game. You just saw a pop up in the action feed. Stinky, but, well, that was a stinky play there from Penguin. Goes in for another one onto YouTube. Woohoo. All right there, Penguin. He's on something. He's having a big game. Another player's going to try and challenge him inside of the box, but Penguin owns so much of the walls here. Challenges, sees the white damage, but needs to just stay alive and get into the safe area. Ice Wank, what is going on? Penguin, he is a monster.
I barely even saw him on my screen right there. Great flick coming out from Penguin, and now just straight up fragging himself into the top 5. It means he has the 7 placement points on top of, I believe he's on 70 eliminations now, at least at this point. So going into a 14-point match, but he wants more. He wants this victory out. He wants to say, not only am I a mellow Penguin, but I'm a hype
Penguin. Did he reload the rockets? Did he reload the rockets? It doesn't matter if he reloaded the rockets because he's going to be out of here. Now we got 3 players left in the fight. Celeste is going to go down, and it's going to be TV's Assassin Spirit as well as Xyle Archie. Exile Archie. And he edits him down, and Spirit is going to pick up the victory. Royale. Well done.
With Ghost Aiden in the match as well. Storm in here. M-Fam Tig repping the Mercs fam on the West Coast. Howdy in there as well. And Aiden wanted me to make a little correction. He is actually living in California. He just had a little bit of a stay in Denver for a bit. He wanted me to correct that because he's
Aiden's a Cali boy.
Not based in Colorado, based in good old, putting pressure onto urging him to get away because he doesn't want to face that match. We are on NA West. We've already qualified.
Aiden, he owns all of that. That player was completely lost at that moment. That is unfortunate there. You know, I hate to speak ill of players because I know that this is like such a tense situation. But in those moments, you just always got to look around. But Aiden, just as I say that, Aiden was just not aware that Pure Heisen was right next to him. He does have the rift to go, so that could be the saving grace to get him out of this fight in case things get a little too hairy.
Aiden here, Unicorn here, Urging, Instinct. This is a stacked lobby so early on. Skaloosh going down, still 37 players left. So top 25, 15.
Look at the angle.
And the victory royale. But Aiden putting his rifling work just on a show right now.
Yeah, that was such a great angle. He was on the pyramid, but he had that look right through. So able to get the better of Tig, and Tig's still going to be in this game here. Myth, there you have it. He's going to manage to pick up the elimination and scoop up some of the merchandise.
As we get closer to that top 25, 28 players left, Myth is actually now pinned against the storm. Aiden trying to drop on him. Myth opting to go in the middle tower, but gets picked it up by inflated duck. He says quack, quack. However, was inside that top 25, so 3 points for him there as Aiden trades one out onto Joshy's as well. And
there's a player there.
Away, has to be careful, so opts to cover himself with the ramp and move one square over. Good decision there. Now looking for the next rotation. Top 20 Golden Boy. As Ripmate picks up a quick double, he said, hey, keep an eye on me today. I'll be challenging towards that top 20 spot, maybe a top 2, showing up there.
Yeah, well, Aiden is the one that we're currently going to be taking a look at right now, and Aiden wants to get inside of this player's face. You can see, just trying to top himself off, but poor Ripmate, you said that he wanted to see him into that top 20. Well, you managed to make it, but unfortunately, your run ends here in this particular game because of Ghost Aiden. And see what Howdy opts to do. Oh, Howdy's going to pop up right behind.
Unicorn.
He didn't even realize it. Unicorn thought that Howdy may have gone all the way down, but Howdy course corrects, goes into the storm, and then comes right back out and makes him pay.
It's so hard to hear those players diving down that fast without the redeploy coming out, as now Howdy is able to take advantage of the player who was also Boogie Bomb. Aiden going down to OGC Freak. Like I said, it's so hard if you're not looking for it right away, but Howdy was looking for it. Expects the players coming from above. When you have brick and metal building around you and you're rifling away, you have to be constantly checking around. But as you said, has no builds, now relying on these other players, needs to go fight, trying to find what he can. But I do Catnip is directly behind him. Can he win? And he does. I do Catnip didn't do enough, apparently, as Howdy takes him down. 8 eliminations and that much closer to the top 5.
Of your screen, and then Boppy in the baller down low. Boppy has 10 effective HP. That's it. He has no health. That shield is going to be the one thing that will protect him here. But Boppy, does he look to capitalize on this? He comes out of the baller, but Howdy Doodah picks up the victory royale and 10 eliminations to boot.
Not being able to get out despite using the launch pad, and now Goba gonna challenge on this player. Does sneak in behind the player, not reacting fast enough to that audio going through, but Goba looking to find a great elim out there.
That was just a great play. He read that like an open book. He knew that player had to move over on the right side. They were getting ticked by the storm. Either way, that was gonna be a pick for him. Goba, well done, my friend, and just waterfalls on down, holding that ultimate high ground and applying even more pressure onto players. When they think they're safe, Goba's right there to punish them, and look at that shot onto Pond. Oh, Goba, this guy is killing this server. He is crushing it.
Yeah, big pogs right there coming up from Goba, and even bigger. United's a bot. Well, you might be showing it there. We said you needed to change your name after yesterday, but Goba making it look true as he continues to just pressure, and he's really making the rest of this lobby look like he's on a different level right now, dropping into the mid-ground tower, but only has 5 builds remaining. As he drops the challenge, he says, doesn't matter, I don't need builds, let's just start fighting.
Or he'll just pick up some builds from another person, right? And M just trying to defend himself, and Goba recorrecting, and he's going to look to get right into the fray here. Manages to benefit from that elimination. And that is going to be sub-greed, and Goba is a little greedy with how he's been playing, man. He's been getting all the elims. King Jab in the ultimate high ground. You have a Dolphin FN in the mid right below him, and then the scramble down low as we zoom right back into the action. Goba, he continues to find targets who are just coming off of battles there. What a play from Goba, who picks up another elimination. That is going to be number 11 for Goba.
And he's into the top 5 now, so has all 7 of the placement points. It's all about the victory out and more elims. You see him pulling that heavy sniper out, making sure it's reloaded, getting challenged on the low ground. Will he be able to convert? The other player hits the better shot, but he cleans it up. HMP K-Dub going down. Goba on an absolute and a Dolphin goes down. No matter what you do, it won't be safe. 13 eliminations from Goba. King Jab on the high ground. Bonds on the tarp underneath. And the elimination leader, the eliminator himself, Goba right now on ultimate low ground and reloading the heavy sniper, GB.
I would just be afraid if anyone goes down to challenge Goba. He is just crushing it. He's crushing it. That is 13 eliminations. All he needs now is a victory royale. This is the kind of game that you want to see. Goba's been having a great performance here, but he's looking to just cut down some of the structures that are up above, and that's going to be number 14. He's got Bonds. One more elimination for him, and that is going to be GG. King Jab, he has no HP, and he just is going to hold up top. He's going to hold up top there and continuing to just lay down more coverage. But I think that Goba Goba might be able to get that.
He should shoot further back. He's going for the challenge.
Yeah,
and he got
that
it.
was nasty.
Goba hit jump. So look, you actually saw how it looked like he didn't have a weapon in his hand. King Jab was jumping with the rift to try and jump down and pop the rift to reset them so he could have a chance to go down. Notice how he doesn't edit open. He edits a door to see if he can get a peek, and if not, he just resets it so he's never actually exposing himself. That's 3,000 IQ strat right there. As he picks up no one nips there in the rotation, we're getting closer to that next placement threshold of 15 points. As he challenges there and picks up Novi BB, going down 16 players left, GB, but Cruels is on a rampage.
Yeah, Cruels has been destroying this lobby. Excellently done from here. And as we get to the top 15, that's going to be Snow. That was our elimination leader when we jumped into this game. But Cruels is looking to own that title here. Oh, is this going to be the end of his run? He's got 4 HP and he won't be able to stay alive. And that is so sad. Prej will get the elimination, but immediately will get removed. We have Riversand. We got Falconer up above. I think that was Extinct. Aspire as well. King Jab. Some great players left. Assassin Spirit. And there's going to be no eliminations for Extinct, but a couple more go down. Riversand's able to snag one for his own efforts.
And now we're into the top 5. Riversand trades that one back out. So Riversand now with 2 elims, pulls out the heavy sniper, uses it to push down a block, knows the other player isn't there, so picks back up the high ground. We have Riversand, ultimate high, Ashes, 1 tart beneath, out of mats. He was out of mats, so now Riversand dropping down and gonna challenge onto K-Down, and he finds it, no problem. Riversand picking it up there. I know he says he only had 2 elims. It was more like 6, and the victory out. 16 points there coming out from Riversand.
You have Monster D-Face and Kitty to help me walk through this. They are here with you. And there it is. Riversand is number 1 right now, guys.
And Sundown called it from the top of the show. That was his money that he put the bet down on. Riversand is coming in big right now. He's been very consistent.
Yeah, having 2 victory royales this early too with an hour left to queue, that is insane.
That is insane for sure. And then all these other players, I mean, they're so close. 44 points is right in 3rd. And the rest of them are right at 42. It's only 41 on this first
close.
page.
So close in the West Coast. A lot of new names coming up big here, Balla.
Yeah, that's for sure. And we're going to hop back into those games as well to keep following the action all the way